Hello, guys. What is up? Hello, Finley. Hi, Celeste. Hi, Ada. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Chef. Hi, Jucille. Hi, Cess. Hi, Tara. Hi, ya boy Dill. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Flatline. Hi, Heather. Hi, Bestie Lean. Hi, Sunny Side. Hi, Sarah Beth. Hi, Franny. Hi, Aaron. I don't know why I'm saying names like this today. All delusional. Trent, thank you for the tier 2 for 4 months. Let's go. Hello, TikTok. Hi, General Tano. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Amy. Hi, Laween. Hi, Jose. Hi, Tay. Hi, DN. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Merp. Hi, Kid. Hi, Alvin. Hi, Amy. Hi, Malia. Hi, Ellen. What's up? Effortless on the 190 stream streak is crazy. Hello, Robbie. Hi, Sunnies. Hi, Lil Ta. Hi, White Buffalo. Hi, me. Hi, Killer. Hi, Joy. Hi, Lex. Hi, Janelle. Oh my God. Miri with the tier 1 for 7 months. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 7 months. Funny story. Okay, for the early gang, you guys get to hear the funny story. Anyone that's late's not hearing it. Any funny things I have to say, it's gonna happen at the beginning of the stream. If you're part of the late gang, you're gonna be missing out on any stories. Don't come in here asking me what the funny story was either. If you're over 10 minutes late. Yucky Rat Girl with the tier 1 for 14 months. Thank you for the resub. Too late, I'm dead. Hello, Mia. Okay, so funny story for the early gang, real quick. Let's go. Let's get it done. Shout out to the early gang. Wait, let me lower this. Because I just raised it and now I realize it's like way too high. Like, okay, that's better. Yana, thank you for the tier 1 for 4 months. Let's go. Thank you guys for the resubs. W early gang. Okay, so the funny story was I was texting my mom and the conversation that we were having, like, I won't get into details, but it sent me into a mental low-key, like, rabbit hole. Like, I went down a mental rabbit hole because these are the texts. Let me read this to you right now. Okay, let me just read this to you. We're not related, you were adopted. Okay, that's the first text from her. Susie, thank you for the prime for 3 months. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 3 months. Why does my audio feel off? Hold on. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to reset the audio. I'll do that after I tell the story. You can't hear it at all? Good thing you can't, because it is really delayed. I just need to reset the machine. That's why. Okay, so let me just tell the story. Because, okay, fine. I'll reset it first.